This is held in with a 10 mil. To go break it, you need to turn towards the motor. That's to your left. And she's about out right now. So now I'm gonna work on pulling out this locking clip. Alright, I'm gonna just get my pry bar right here and kind of just do it like this, and it's ready to come out. Alright. Alright, and she's out. This is the old clutch line. We're gonna get the new one now. So this is our new clutch line. It came with the kit. Our old clutch line is rubber. Over time, rubber will expand. When it gets hot, it'll expand more, making the clutch a little bit more spongy. With this being stainless steel, this is a nice, firm, hard brake line. It will not flex at all. In doing so, I also bought me a new slave cylinder. If you're gonna replace it, might as well do it all, right? Alright, I'm gonna put this stuff on, and then we're gonna go from there. So just like a caliper, I'm going to pull this seal off right here, and then there's going to be a banjo bolt with a washer. The washer goes in here and on the outside. So there's a washer inside and outside. Let's get this in. New clutch cylinder, new stainless steel line is in. That we have everything assembled. We are going to install our slave cylinder. Get our copper washer right here on the inside, like that, and then there's a copper washer that goes on the outside, like that. Then we're gonna hand spin this to get these threads in. Okay, so when we're installing this, you kind of push in the slave cylinder a little bit. It's gonna slide in just like that. Okay, now there's a bracket. It's a heat shield that goes, is it like this? I believe it is like this. Okay. Goes like this. Let's get these 12 mils in here started. I'm going to snug down the banjo bolt once I get these 12 mils in. Okay, all I'm going to say here is, once you get these kind of hand threaded in, you don't need to kill them, just like that. Don't know what the torque spec is, but it's low. Like, that feels like plenty. Go too hard, you will strip these. Okay, and then because this is a stainless steel line, you'll need to kind of decide where you want this thing to hang at. We're just going to start slugging her down. You don't gotta kill her again, just make sure it's snug. Don't you feel like your wrench get, I'm using a 3/8, but if you feel it get kind of tight, you know you're good. Nothing more. Then hopefully that's a 10 mil. Okay, probably like an 8. Last thing to do is bleed our slave cylinder. We'll get this in here, clean out any debris. We have Lucas .3 brake fluid. You can put .4 if you want, but .3 is good. I got it anyway. Okay. That being full, now we need to work on bleeding it. Put this in here so we don't introduce any air into the system. Okay, so before we start bleeding the clutch, what you're going to notice is the clutch is going to go to the floor. You're going to have to bring it back up. You're going to have to keep doing that as we're bleeding it to get the brake fluid out. Put your foot on there. Now pull it back up. Oh. Good job, kid. Alright, now every time I tell you to push it in, I'm going to tell you when to pull it back, alright? Alright, now we're going to get into the slave cylinder and get this thing ready to bleed. Okay, so just like bleeding a brake, we have our slave cylinder bleeder valve right here. I just cracked it open. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to pump the pedal a couple times, and then with the pedal down, I'm going to crack it, and we should see some bubbles and air come out. So I'm going to snug it down right now. Alright, you ready? Start pumping it. Go ahead, pump it. And as you can see, that brake fluid is coming out, you guys. And that air is coming. Hold on, son. Hold up, wait. You ready?
Yep.
Pump it.
Okay.
Bring it back up. Do it 3 times.
I did 3.
Alright, now hold it down. Are you holding it down?
Oh, it's still down.
Okay, keep the pedal down. Hold on. And all that air is coming out, just like brake fluid. All right, son, bring the pedal up.
Okay. 3.
All right, you holding it down?
Yeah.
Don't let it up, okay?
Yeah.
And look at all that fluid coming out. All right, now we gotta check our level, and then eventually, when our pedal starts coming back, we know that we no longer have air in the system. I'll get back to you guys when we're finally done. So pretty much pump the pedal like 3 or 4 times, build pressure. With the clutch pedal down, break the bleeder valve, and that will push all, air is gonna go to least resistance. Push all this air out, and eventually only thing left in here will be fluid, and the clutch pedal will come back to you. I'll show you guys what that looks like when we're done. Let it go. So after 1,000 pumps later, the clutch is finally working, you guys. Push it in one more time, kid. And let it go. And the clutch is coming back. We are finally done bleeding the clutch. I'm gonna put the battery back on, and then I'm gonna fire this thing up and take it for a test drive.